Good day, everyone. Hope you all are doing well today. Appreciate those who be watching this video. Today we'll be having a discussion on The Interest of Love. It's a Korean drama. I'm all by myself. I have nobody to talk to, so I'll just be saying what my feelings and my thoughts about this show. So it will be some spoilers in this. And please leave some comments below. That way we really can have a discussion down there. Let me know what your thoughts and feelings are. If you like this show, if you don't like it, if you think my ideas of what I'm about to say is just completely nuts and off the rails, hey, let me know down in the comment section. Be happy to read what you guys think about this show, and maybe we can have some interaction down there. So yeah, The Interest of Love is basically about a man and a woman who but they work in a bank, and she's like your regular cashier who deals with deposits, and not really sure what his position is, but he's kind of like on the upper echelon of the bank hierarchy. And this is really about what this show is about. Our lead male here tells us this in the very first minute or two, how society, you have a hierarchy of society. You get the rich, your middle class, your poor people. And he says, this is pretty much how it is at your workplace. And he starts to describe this at the bank. And basically what this show also is about is like how you shouldn't interact and especially date somebody outside of your social ranking. And this is probably what the biggest hiccup is between this man and this woman, our two main characters here. One of them, the female, is really into this hierarchy thing. She really believes that you probably should stay in your social class type of thing of dating. And our male lead here, he's more he doesn't really care about the social rankings at all. However, because of our female lead's prejudice, and she has the tendency to jump to conclusions. Right now, this relationship is not really working out, and she really doesn't give him any slack. Like, if he makes a mistake, it's like game over for him. We really see this in episode 1, where we see that they're getting along very well, that they really have feelings for each other. But just because he has a moment of hesitation, she immediately drops to the conclusion that he's doubting, that he doesn't really want to date her, and that the reasons he's want to be with her is not really honest. I guess is there a reason for this? So, and because she feels like he's in the upper class, like a higher class in society than her, that the relationship wouldn't work out. And so this is kind of what affects her decisions and her treatment of him. Even when he's confessing his feelings for her, she has feelings for him, she lies to him about her own feelings just because she doesn't feel like it would work out. So let's go to like our two main couples here. We really got like maybe 4 main characters. We get our 2 leads and then our 2 second leads. Let's start with the relationship that is my least favorite, and that's with our female lead and her love interest, who is a security guard at the bank that they work at. And this relationship really is kind of toxic, and not in the way that he mistreats her or stuff like that. It's just both of these characters really have this I'm gonna call it a poor man pride. And what I mean by that is that if somebody helps them out or is nice to them, and this person happens to be in a higher social class than them, they really feel like the person's not really just being a nice person, but they're like actually looking down on them, like they're incapable of helping themselves. And so that's why they're helping them, not just because they're just trying to be friendly and nice to them, but because they feel like they think this person thinks that they're incapable of doing things by themselves. So you really see this relationship, and that's kind of like their mentality. And it's toxic because the security guard, he really has this this poor man pride, or you can even say this victimhood mentality. He comes from a poor family, he has a security job, so he's not really getting paid that much, and so he's always thinking that people are looking down on him. And in a way, he's kind of right at the bank, because they're always asking him to do these manual tasks like pick up garbage or the bank president, the bank manager is asking him to clean his car and stuff. So in some ways, his thought process and beliefs is accurate, but in a lot of ways it's not. And he kind of feeds this to our female lead. She already has this kind of, but she's not as bad as him. She doesn't really, I don't really believe she really thinks as extreme as he does. So for example, there's a couple of examples of this. I would just give you one. Is when they're starting to date, you know, or before they date, he's telling her that you know, people are talking to her in like in the familiar language, you know, like English. We don't really have this very much, but like other countries, you know, for example, Spanish, you have like your familiar, and then where it's like the tu, you use tu, and then you have the usted, which is like those who are as a respectful language kind of thing. And so I imagine Korean language is the same way. So he's telling her that the reason people are using like the familiar dialogue with her is because not because they're friendly, they want to be friends, they're friends with her, but because they don't respect her. And the reason why he's always using the honorifics with her is because he always wants to honor her and stuff. And it's just kind of like what are you talking? It's like when you're watching the show, you're like, what are you talking about? It's like, because she's like one of the most respected employees at the bank, and everybody respects her very much for her because she's very capable of doing many tasks and such. And so he's kind of feeding her this idea that everybody at the bank thinks that they're better than her, which when you're watching the show, you don't really get that aspect of it. Like everybody really, like I said before, really respects her and such. And so throughout their interlogue in the series so far, he's kind of feeding her that kind of stuff, which kind of reinforces her belief that she shouldn't be with the male lead. So like, yeah, so like the security guard is probably like one of my least favorite of the four characters, just because he gets that heavy victimhood kind of thing. And unlike with our male lead, she gives him like a lot of leeway in this. Like he basically just dumps her and leaves, you know, and she's willing to forgive him because I guess because he's on the same social class. And at first I thought it was because of love, and I don't know what you guys think, but I don't think it's because she loves him, because in episode 8 she kind of gives away her feelings, and that she realizes that she really does like her male lead, but because she made that decision not to be with him, she's not going to let the relationship she chose go away. So she's going to give away everything she can just because she doesn't want to be proven wrong, like she made the wrong choice. And one other thing I've realized about the female lead and her love interest here is that they only help each other. Like they don't help each other and those are friends around them. They don't go out. They won't help strangers. Like I don't think I've ever seen them help a complete stranger with stuff. So it's something I kind of noticed with them. So let's go on to my other couple. Is the male lead and his love interest, the second female lead. This relationship I kind of like. Our male lead, he's a very good guy. He's nice. You do actually see him go out his way, and he will help people he doesn't even know, and not for any benefit for himself. But he'll just help people. My problem with him is that he's so hung over the female lead. Like ever since episode 1. She's basically treating her like crap, but he still likes her. You know, he still got those feelings for her, and I guess it'd be understandable because I guess they've been working with each other for about 4 or 5 years, so he's kind of had those feelings build up for that long of a period of time. So it'd be kind of hard for him to drop those feelings, but but you know, she's always trying to make him feel bad about stuff, and so he keeps yearning for her and wanting more. And while we have our second female lead, she like really appreciates everything he does, and I get the feeling like she really does like him, and she makes him feel good, and she actually does things for him and builds him up. Up to like episode 8, the second female lead was probably my favorite character out of the 4. Even though she's like rich and stuff, she's still very friendly. She's nice to everybody. But episode 8, I kind of get the feeling that her niceness could be like a little pretentious. Like she's being nice to people, maybe so she can use them a little bit. I don't know. Let's get that kind of feeling. Sorry, got this cough. I'm getting over it though. And plus, in episode 8, well, she's really nice to her male lead. She kind of let me down in a lot of ways for that character, and that how to explain it, like inadvertently, I don't think she did it on purpose. She kind of came off snobbish. I mean, up to now, she's trying to, she knows she's from a rich family and stuff, but she wants to be like, act like a normal person, you know, and she wants to work for herself and do things herself and not rely on her parents' money. But in the last episode, you know, she kind of came off snobbish, and like there's a painting that, you know, it's in like a guy, like hanging up, and like the female lead really likes it, but she doesn't have the money to buy it. And it's a really nice painting, and our second female lead, she buys it, and of all places, she hangs it in a bathroom. You know, you don't hang like nice artwork in a bathroom, even though she says it matches the walls and stuff, and she doesn't see that, you know, that's kind of wrong. Like, you know, there's people who really love it and would probably like put it on like right in their living room where everybody can see it, and she has it hidden in her bathroom of all places. And then the gift she gives the second female, and the gift she gives the female lead for her birthday is like, what are you thinking? Why are you giving her that? And then there was a, I think it's a tapestry that our two women were making together, and then when she brings it to her, she just kind of dumps it on the floor. Like, you know, they were having these bonding moments there while they were making this tapestry or whatever it is, and she just kind of tosses on the floor right in front of our female lead. So she kind of came off snobbish a little bit. All right, so I'm going to finish this. We got 12 minutes into this. I doubt that anybody's watching this at this point. If you are, thank you for hanging out this long. And then, so I'm going to go, what do I think is going to happen in the next 8 episodes? I do believe that they're going to have to, eventually, she's going to have to find out the truth. The female lead's going to have to find out the truth about her male lead, that he's actually from a poor family. He worked hard to get to where he is. She's going to have to, and he's going to have to realize that the place that he loves to eat at is owned by her parents. Sorry. Parents. So that's going to have to come to a revelation for these two really to get together, for her to realize that they are same people, and that he's more like her brother than the security guard guy that she likes. I forgot to mention that earlier, but one of the reasons she's kind of attracted to the security guard, because he reminds her of her brother and how hardworking he was before he died. So I think that's going to have to happen. I hope they don't make him a bad guy, because in the end of episode 8, it kind of appears that they might be going to be cheating on their couples, but on their mates there. So might be pulled, but that could be a pull. This a trick, you know. It might be a trick. They might be meeting at the hotel room for her to just diss on our male lead again, because that's what she loves to do, is diss on our male lead. All right, so if you're here, congratulations. Thank you for listening to me ramble on. Like I said, I probably got 0 of you will be watching this at this point, but if you do, hey, thank you. Leave a like if you're here at this time. Leave a like so I know you made it all the way through. And until next time, have a great day. Bye.